Hi, Zoller students. My name is Miss Suzanne McLaughlin. Some of you met me at school when I was working with Miss Rebecca in the gardens and in the classroom. We're all stuck at home, and I have something I used to do with my boys, and I thought I'd show you how to do it. It's a homemade bird feeder, just taking peanut butter or something and putting seed on it to help feed the birds. This time of year, the natural things, the seeds and the grains and that they find outside are depleting, and the newer things in the spring haven't bloomed yet. So they're a little short on food. So if you help them with protein, it's a good thing, and it's easy. So I usually save toilet paper rolls. And the other thing you could use is pine cones, the ones that you find like this, or the long ones. And the first thing you do, so I'll tell you what you need. You need some kind of string, and I don't always have, exactly what I need, and we're not supposed to run to the store. You can use string, you can use some yarn if you want. I sometimes keep a bag with like old shoelaces and things like that. If you have anything that will be long enough to hang it, like this from a tree, that would work. So we'll start with that. We have scissors to cut the string. I have peanut butter. Now, if you're allergic to peanut butter, you could use regular butter, not margarine, I don't think, but regular butter to spread on it, or honey would work. And sometimes, if you don't have bird seed, because I have bird seed that I'm going to use, but sometimes you could experiment, and some of these have protein in them as well. So I have barley, or I have brown rice. I think not white rice, just brown rice. Or I have quinoa. Some of you have quinoa that you could use. All of those have a little bit of protein in them, so you could use those instead. Crushed peanuts are good, or any kind of nuts, raisins cut up, any kind of little fruit pieces that are dried, cut up. Sometimes they're more expensive, but so we'll start. So I'm going to use the peanut butter because I'm not allergic to peanut butter, and no one in my house is either. So I'm using a plastic knife in the end. Sometimes I end up using my fingers. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. There. Okay, so if you put this down and you just roll the peanut butter on there, and you want to just spread it all the way around. And sometimes you could put 2 fingers in like this. And if there's an adult with you, that can help you, that might work too. And so you just spread the peanut butter all the way around. Oh, you know what? I forgot something that you probably should have done first. I'm using a paper plate, but you can use a little container, a little rectangular container, or a wide bowl that you have would work. And I think once you start putting that peanut butter on and you're holding it, remember, with your 2 fingers like this, as you start rolling it around to make sure you're getting all the sides, all the spots on the toilet paper, roll. As you roll it, you see it's starting to pick up on the other side. So it kind of is doing 2 things at one time. All right, and then we just kind of make sure we're rolling it around in it carefully. Your fingers are going to get a little messy. And if it were honey, you do the same thing. And if you have a squirt honey, like those little bee honeys, you can squirt it. You can use your finger to spread it out if you want. I always end up getting too messy. And then if you just put a little more on here and push, that's good. The seed I have has a lot of sunflowers in it right now. Those are tougher to get to stick, but they will. And you see, I'm gonna move it forward. There's a lot of little pieces of bird seed. So depending if you have bird seed, smaller pieces are good too. They might stick to the honey or the peanut butter better. And as I said, you could use regular butter. You could experiment and try margarine or something and see if that would work, because I haven't tried it, so I don't know. Then the last thing, because see, you have it covered pretty well. And what you would do is maybe put it someplace cool and set it aside because it'll dry out a little bit and then the seeds will stick to it better. So what I do is I cut a piece of string, and I had already cut one. And then you put the string through the paper towel holder, which can always be fun because sometimes it curls and it doesn't want to go all the way through. There it is. And then you make it as long as you want. And when you hang it outside, you want to hang it maybe like 10, 12 feet away from a brush pile or a big bush, because the cats and that can use it as a like a launching point. They can jump up at the birds, and you don't want to do that. So hang it someplace a little ways off the ground. Again, maybe an adult can help you, or by a window is okay. See what you have that you can put it on. A branch on a tree is good. And you may end up feeding some squirrels because they love nuts and peanut butter too. But that's all it is, and it's very easy. And if you do the pine cone, say this was the pine cone, and the pine cone goes like this, then you would tie the string around the very top of the pine cone and push it underneath its little leaves. And then you can tie the string. And it's the same thing. You just squish the pine cone with peanut butter or butter, honey, and then roll it in the seed, and you hang that up. Just give it a little while to dry, and that would be it. So it's just something little and fun to do if you can. Remember, after you're done, you always pick up your messes. So don't use scissors unless an adult is with you. And when you're done, make sure you put all of your supplies away and wipe your counter down. And I hope you have fun trying this. And tell Miss Rebecca, if you have tried something, I'll find out through her, okay? It was nice talking with you. Have a great day.